Two popular paths. One builds wealth, the other builds regret. One gives you zero taxes but requires genuine substance. The other one offers EU citizenship, but comes with hidden complexity most advisors won't mention. What I'm about to share is in theory, it's based on real client outcomes, real savings, and real mistakes I've seen cost people a lot of money. And today, I am breaking down the complete UAE versus Malta comparison for this year in 2025. Not the marketing fluff you'll hear from citizenship brokers, the actual reality of living, working, and optimizing taxes in both jurisdictions. Even if you're considering Portugal, Spain, or Cyprus, the decision framework you'll learn here applies to any major tax relocation choice. If you're serious about making the right choice between these two powerhouse destinations, hit the subscribe button because we're gonna dive deep into insights most advisors charge 5,000 euros for just to hear it. Alright, let's start with what most people get completely wrong. They think UAE and Malta are competing for the same market. I can tell you, they're not. Let me break this down for you. First, let's talk about the UAE. This is a zero-tax jurisdiction built specifically for entrepreneurs who want to eliminate their tax burden while burdening global businesses. Now Malta, that's an EU member state offering citizenship and tax incentives for those who want European access with optimization benefits. So think of it this way. UAE is for entrepreneurs who want to pay zero taxes and don't need EU citizenship, and Malta is for those who want EU citizenship and are willing to pay moderate taxes for that privilege as well. But here's where it gets interesting. The reality is much more complex than most people realize. So first, let's look at the UAE tax reality for this year in 2025. Personal income tax, 0%. Corporate tax, 0% for qualifying free zone companies, 9% on profits above 375,000 dirhams. Capital gains, 0%. Inheritance tax, 0%. VAT, 5%, but 0% on exports. Now Malta's numbers for 2025. Personal income tax up to 35% standard rate, but with proper planning, effective rates of 5 to 15 are achievable. Corporate tax, 35% headline rate, and refund system can reduce to 5%. Capital gains, generally exempt for non-residents, EU compliance, full reporting under automatic exchange. So, if we compare these to each other, the UAE wins on absolute tax minimization. Malta wins if you need EU benefits and can accept moderate taxation. Now, let's talk about what actually setting up your business. First, the UAE business environment. Setting up a UAE company is fast, typically 7 to 14 days for free zone companies. You get multiple free zones with sector-specific benefits as well, 100% foreign ownership, no currency restrictions, world-class banking, infrastructure and strategic location for Asia, Europe, Africa business, doesn't matter. But here is the catch. Substance requirements are real. You need genuine office space, at least one employee in actual business operations. The days of paper companies are over. Now, for Malta's business environment, Malta offers EU single market access with lower taxes than most EU countries. Setup takes longer, typically, let's say 3 to 6 weeks, but you get access to 27 EU countries, euro currency, strong legal framework based on English common law, and excellent for holding companies and IP structures. So this is the major advantage. Malta companies can operate throughout the EU without any additional licenses, and this is where the differences become absolutely dramatic, of course. So let's start with UAE residency options. You have the Golden Visa that gives you a 10 years as a resident, the Investa Visa through business setup with minimal capital, and Employment Visa throughout company sponsorship. This is the major limitation from it. UAE residency never leads to citizenship. You'll always be a resident, never a citizen. I know people living here and speaking the language for 20 years, and they're still renewing their visas. Now, for Malta citizenship options, a Malta individual investor program costs 190,000 euros minimum for citizenship. Malta permanent residence program is 150,000 euros for permanent residency and regular naturalization after 5 years of legal residence. So their game change is that Malta citizenship gives you EU citizenship, and that is access to 27 countries, visa-free travel to more than 185 countries, and the security for EU membership. Not bad. Now let's talk where you will be actually living. First, let me tell you about the UAE lifestyle because I live here as well. Dubai offers world-class infrastructure, incredible safety, and a truly international environment. You'll find more than 200 nationalities living together seamlessly. Monthly cost breakdown, let's say nice apartments, 2 to 4,000 euros, utilities, 2 to 400 euros, transportation, let's say 600 euros, dining and entertainment, 800 to 1,500 euros. So weather reality, perfect October to May, extremely hot from May to September. Most people travel during summer months. Now Malta lifestyle. Malta provides a Mediterranean lifestyle with English as an official language, smaller community but strong EU connections. Monthly costs, nice apartments, 1,500 to 2,500 euros. Utilities, let's say 150 to 300 euros. Transportation, 3 to 600 euros. And dining and entertainment, let's say 600 to 1,200 euros. The weather is going to be mild year-round, and through winters it can be damp. And summer heat is manageable due to sea breezes as well because it's there. So Malta is the choice if we look at smart money. But choose the UAE if you want zero taxes on personal income. Well, we can also call that smart money, of course. So run an international business serving global markets, don't need EU citizenship, can commit to spending meaningful time here, and you want access to Asia, Middle East markets, UAE. But choose Malta if you want EU citizenship and access. Need to operate extensively within the EU, and you can accept 5 to 15% effective tax rates. Prefer Mediterranean lifestyle as well, and if you want English-speaking environment within the EU, Malta is your go-to. Let me show you how this plays out in practice. Case study number 1. Tech entrepreneur. German software company owner, 1.2 million euro annual profit equals 108,000 euros total. And the Malta option, 15% effective rate equals 180,000 euros total. Germany, 47 effective rate equals 560, let's say, in total. So he chose UAE for maximum optimization, of course. Case study 2. Investment manager. British fund manager needed EU access for clients. UAE meant lower taxes but couldn't serve EU clients effectively. Malta meant moderate taxes but full EU market access. So what he did is he chose Malta for business success despite higher taxes. So you see, it really depends on your personal situation. That's why we don't work with one-size-fits-all structures or anything of that. Here are the expensive mistakes I see constantly. First, UAE mistakes. Thinking you can be a paper resident. Substance requirements are real, not understanding the 180-day maintenance requirement for some visas, and you're going to be in trouble. So make sure you keep that in mind. If we look into the biggest Malta mistakes, I'd say believing citizenship alone solves all tax issues. So not planning for home country exit taxes and also underestimating the importance of genuine residency. So yes, both jurisdictions are evolving rapidly. UAE now enhanced golden visa program, new free zone options, stricter substance requirements, improved international tax treaties, and Malta has updated citizenship investment requirements, enhanced due diligence procedures as well, and new tax incentives for specific sectors, continued EU compliance improvements. So here's my personal take after helping more than 3,000 entrepreneurs at Emifast. And again, neither UAE nor Malta is inherently better, but they serve different needs for different entrepreneurs. So the key is honest assessments of your actual needs, not just picking the jurisdiction with the lowest headline tax rate. At Emifast, we help entrepreneurs make this choice based on their specific situation, also business model and long-term goals. We have structured solutions in both jurisdictions and can help you determine which fits your exact needs. So still not sure which option is the right specific solution for you? Visit our website at emifast.com or book a free consultation down here in the description. We will analyze your business model, tax situation, and goals to recommend the best path forward for you. So what is your biggest question about UAE versus Malta? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and all your questions often become our next video. So please feel free to ask them all, and let's discuss it here under this video. So if this comparison helped clarify your thinking, smash that like button and subscribe for more honest insights on global tax optimization. And again, thanks for watching, and remember, the best jurisdiction for you is the one that fits your actual needs, not just the one with the most attractive marketing game. See you in the next video.